Hey, how you doing? Welcome to December 8th. Are you doing good? You look pretty good. I like this. You look pretty good, I gotta say. You look like you're having fun. Must be pretty fun, huh? Yeah? That's good. No, I don't know what's going on right now. I think I looked in the light for too... Like, you know when you look in the light too long? And you see, like, the remnant or whatever of that light source. Like, let's say, like, look into a light bulb, you're gonna see that light for a while. Well, I'm feeling that feeling right now. But I don't remember looking at anything bright. So, like, my eyes, they kind of feel weird right now. I don't know. I don't even know what to talk about. Alright, let's use some observational, topics. These shoes are very nice. My dirty laundry is over there. Those Crocs are amazing. Yeah. Now, I use that filler time there to try to come up with a topic in my head. And, the topic I chose was, alright, in times like these, it's always good to go with a favorite list or a gaming memory or some sort of memory. And in this situation, I choose, sad moments in gaming. That sounds like a pretty good one. So if I had to start, I'm gonna pick with the granddaddy. The moment that fucking made me shatter. You know. I think I've talked about it before, but in the PS1 game, Metal Gear Solid, there's a moment where you're, she's not your partner, but at the same time she's starting to become more and more your partner. Before you really start to get to this part, she's just kinda around. I'm referring to Meryl, of course. So, on your way to go, well, after you've slain Psycho Mantis, you've overcome the odds, and you've, like, brought her back from, like, being hypnotized and all that shit, being mentally controlled, she gets brutally, physically harmed. Like, she's on the brink of death. And at the time, you're thinking, oh, fuck, she's about to be dead. You know, she just took a sniper shot, and she's on the ground bleeding out. And, of course, being, what was this, 1990, I was in 3rd grade, that would mean that this was like 1998 or 99, so I'm like, I'm like 8 or 9, yeah, around there, and seeing this scene is just, like, brutal to me. I'm just like, what the fuck, you know. So, I remember just, like, leaving that room, and then you get a call from Colonel, and Snake's all like, Colonel, I'm sorry, man, your niece, I couldn't protect her, I'm sorry. And all the things rushing through my head, like, fuck, she just died. Like, I just brutally watched the scene go down, stuff like that, and then he's like, Snake, get your shit together, go grab that sniper rifle, and fucking kill her. So I'm like, enraged. No, I actually wasn't. That came later. What I remember is actually saving, like, calling Naomi, and it's just silent. Like, normally they talk, it's just dot dot dot. Do you want to save? Yes. Dot dot dot. And I remember turning off the game, and then Josie and the Pussycat movie was just coming out, and I had a thing for red-haired women at the time, so I was like, I can't watch that movie either. She reminds me of Meryl. So I never watched that, but it must have been like a week later, maybe something like that. I finally worked up the nerves to go back in there and avenge Meryl, and I got the ending where she dies anyways, so there's no saving her, which to me is the real ending of Metal Gear Solid 1, right there. That should have been the end of it. Snake and Otacon right off on their snowmobile. That's the ending. That's the real end. So, you can see how that would have came to surprise me when Metal Gear Solid 4 comes out and we see Meryl in the trailer for the first time, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Why is she here? You know? But that's what that is. That's probably my number one most tragic moment in gaming. It's affected me the most. Number two, I want to give to, I mean, there's a lot, but this one I remember distinctly. I was playing Lost Odyssey for the 360, and I think it's Disc 1. You're coming close to the end of Disc 1. You play as the immortal Kayam. He's like this dude who's like, he's already lived a couple hundred years, and he's kind of amnesiac. He doesn't really know what's going on anymore. He has like these little flashbacks and little like memories and stuff, but he doesn't really remember much about his past family and stuff. So, near the end of Disc 1, you come across your daughter. She's still alive, and she's very sick, very, very sick. So you run into her kids. Her kids are like, you know, they're there for you and stuff, and then you just meet the mother, and then you instantly realize, you know, this is my fucking daughter, and she's gonna die soon. So we get, I can't really remember too much about this part, but I remember the daughter ends up dying after like a really like touching moment between Kayam and the daughter, and he gets his memory back right there, I believe, and she ends up dying right there in his arms or some shit. And I just remember like, don't cry, don't fucking cry, you know, like I had tears. I'm not gonna lie, a really sad moment affected me. And then you have the funeral scene, of course, and then you have the kids who are just like, fucking mom, no. And then they end up coming with you, their grandpa. And that's pretty cool. You don't really play the grandpa character in a lot of games, so it was pretty fun. And then they're mages, too, which was pretty sweet. That was a good scene. And that was the end of Disc fucking 1. The whole game was beautiful, but I don't know, I love that game. What's another one? Another moment. I just had one like right in my head too before I started talking again. Let's go with. I mean, the other main big one to me is probably Persona 4's ending. You spend, like, over 70 hours of just, you know, helping out, you know, not helping out. You spend, like, this time just living a life in this town with your friends, and you're doing, you know, little things. You know, you're working a part-time job. You're going to talk to your friends after school. You're going into the dungeon and saving people's lives and shit like that. So you have all these experiences and like just, I guess, relationships built with these characters, and you start to feel for these characters and stuff. And even though the main character isn't actually like a character, he's like you or whatever, you make the decisions that he gives out and stuff like that. He's like Link from Zelda, or like he's just the silent protagonist. You start to feel for these characters a lot, because they essentially just open up and spill their guts to you all throughout the game, you know. So when you get to the end of this game finally, and it's time to just leave, like, your character just gets on the bus and he's like, you know, this is life. I may never see you guys ever again, but it'd be cool if we did, you know. So it's pretty sad to see, like, every one of them start breaking down and saying, like, we'll never forget you. This summer has been amazing. You know, these are the years we'll look back on, and everyone starts crying, and main character just rides off down the train track, you know. I don't know why it hit me really hard, but I remember tearing up and just being like, fuck. And then the ending music turns on, and it was a good game. Persona 3 had a almost as equally powerful ending to me, but Persona 4 for some reason just hit me really hard. Yeah. What else? I feel like there should be one more game that hit me really hard, but I can't think of one. Maybe I'll do another one of these, but those are basically like the top 3 emotional moments in gaming history for me. So yeah, if you guys have any other topics or anything, you know, just shoot me a comment. I'll do it. Okay, bye.